Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the most famous YouTuber in the world that no one has ever heard of. Moving on. Looks like we're going to have to take this off. Is that? Maybe not. Let's see what's going on here. Yep, we're going to have to take this off to get to that nut, I think. Unless I can get a socket in there. Can I get a socket on it? Maybe. Find it. Hold on. No, we're going to have to take that off. It's 2 screws, it's not bolts, so. And of course one's flat and one's Phillips. There's one. Nope, no autofocus. And for the second one, Phillips on the right. In case I forget. There's an old, not that you can see it because it's out of focus, oil can holder. Let's get this out of the way. Now I can get a socket on it. Still got the wire holder on here. Nope. Okay, these are not 9/16, they're 1/2 inch. Now these are carriage bolts. They should be. And I could reach through with my strong hand. Hold the back side of that bolt, but I don't want to. You know what? I'm doing things the hard way. I don't like doing things the hard way. Jesus. Yep, I'm going to have to reach in with my strong hand. Good Lord. That's okay. It'll turn up somewhere. Let's collect what I've got left here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got them all. I'm getting quite a pile of parts here. Alright, next up we're going to go with those bolts there. Those should have cotter pins in them. The wire out of the way. There's one right there. And then there's 2 on the bottom. That one's got a cotter pin in it. Okay, and then this one does not. So I got 2 cotter pins to pull. Those should be 9/16. There's one. Gotta get the other one from underneath. Oh. Way down in the hole. That's 2. This time it won't be so dramatic. Oh wait, that's 1/2 inch. 9/16. Oh, people, you're supposed to tell me these things. Hey, don't do that. Yell at the screen. Alright, that was the easy one. Now, one of the tricks on this, I'm going to share it with you. Let's take this block out. Set it aside, you need it. But now you can get the wrench in. If you leave the block in, you can't get the wrench in. If you can't get the wrench in, you can't get the bolt off. I need a shorter socket. Alright, there we go. Underneath work is not fun for me anymore. No sir, Bob. Getting up and getting down is getting harder. Pretty sure none of you can relate to that. Break that bad boy loose. Steering column is now free. All we have to worry about now is wires. And hopefully this will come up and back without too much drama. Or at least up and over. Oh, I forgot. There's one more bracket right there. We're going to take that off too. Figures. Oops! Okay, so those bolts were also one Phillips, one flat. There's the bracket. Couldn't get the camera in there. Now we can move the steering column. Just out of the way. Now we got room to play all kinds of reindeer games. I think I'm going to take the distributor off and inspect it. Probably should. I'll take the starter off after I get it out of the car. What do we got? We got wishbone and drive shaft and brake linkage that normally wouldn't be in play, but it is. I'm going to try my best to get a camera under there for the underneath work. Might not happen, so if it doesn't happen, I'll throw a picture up if I can't get the video, because it's dark under there and my equipment isn't that good. I have this set up, but it's top heavy, and if I lower the legs so it fits under there, it falls over. If I remove the light, the GoPro is worthless in dim light, so we'll see how that goes. I don't understand why this camera, and this is the Nikon P510, this camera always goes dark. It's nice, bright, beautiful picture, and then it goes dark as soon as you hit record. Here, let me show you. I don't get it, and I don't see any settings to fix it. Do we have any Nikon camera experts in the audience? If we have a Nikon camera expert in the audience, I would like to talk to you. That's not right. That's right. Okay, 5/8. One bolt. 2 bolts for the generator. Now you don't want to confuse these because they're different. Now I've done it. Now I've disturbed the timing. Okay, so you got 2 bolts of one length and a third of the other. And should I pop it off on this end? Nope, it doesn't come off on that end. It comes off on this end. There you have it. One distributor. A good time to check out the gear. We're going to do a fine-tooth comb inspection on that. I'm going to take this off before I lose it. I'm still looking for the brass one that fell off my car down the street here 20 years ago. I don't think I'm going to find it. We grab, we shake. Holy cow, is that ever on there? I glued that on good. I think this is a first, folks. There we go. Now he says it was working fine. The generator, I mean. So I don't need to deal with that. But alright, what I'm doing here while I'm rambling is I'm going over every piece that ties this engine to something else in my head, and I want to make sure that we've got it all disconnected before I pull the crane out and start yanking on it. I always take a minute just to step back and really just soak it in, make sure I didn't miss anything, so when I do start pulling on it, and it's probably going to be a foot on the frame, pulling on the thing to get it out. The other thing I probably should do is I should flop those pedals down. It's basically what I should do is I should go in there and loosen up the bands so that the pedals will flop. It'll make it easier to get out. I have drained the oil out of it, and I think the pedals might be the last thing on the list. See, I took a minute and I realized I hadn't done the pedals yet. Alright, I'm not sure I can film that. I will film setting them up when we put this thing back together again, but I'm just going to go ahead. It's tight quarters under there. I can do it outside the car. I can show you outside the car easier than inside the car. So I think what I'll do is I'll do it, pull the engine out, and then I'll show you what I did, if I remember, when it's on the ground here.